Hello, my friends. Welcome back in. It's episode 4. As you could probably surmise from the introduction, we have had to sell Ben Brewster for a whopping 2.5K. So we're chipping away at our we must take this out of the transfer budget balance thing. I'm going to do it at the end of the season, or maybe not. Maybe I'll do it now, and we'll just do it to where you can see what's going on, right? So I'm going to come up here. Okay, you can tell I don't do this a lot. Finances, edit club details. It was 2,500, so I'm gonna pull up a calculator here on my computer where you can't see it. 93367, and we're gonna subtract 2,500. So it's gonna drop this to 1,126. 1,126. 867. So that's how I plan to take this, you know, stuff out of the bank balance. So we transferred him out, and it gives us that itty bitty less amount in the transfer budget, or the bank balance. We're gonna take that out. That's gonna count towards our 15 million. So, as you can see, we're in 11th. We're 3-3-2 with a +2 goal differential. We're like bang average. At one point, the board was very happy, and now it's kind of dropped down a little bit. It was like 60%. It's kind of dropped just a little bit because we've kind of hit a little bit of a bad run of, 2 draws and a loss in our last 3. So it's kind of gone okay. You saw us, or did you see us play Mass United? I don't remember. 2-1 victory. We played OC Invicta, who at the time were in first. And they injured Adnan. He's got a broken collarbone. He's out for 2 to 3 months. Thank you, Invictus. John Morgan, the center back, getting a goal. So that was kind of nice, but I was really disappointed that he went out injured. And it's one of those games. And then this game is absolutely gutting. Kalamazoo at the time were tied for last with 0 points, and they get a 95th minute equalizer, which is great. Great times. This game, Derby City Rovers were in 17th at the time. You're looking at this going like, wait a minute, that goalkeeper's got a missed penalty. Yes, he is our best penalty taker with a 10. Now his finishing is a 1, and I was like, I just have to see what happens. I wanted to see what happens. And so we set him up there. He kicked it right at the keeper and then sprinted back, and the AI didn't take advantage of just punting it long. Ref was a bit busy in this game, as you'll notice. 4 yellows on our team, 2 for a new signing of ours, which I'll show you here in a second. Hanley had a fantastic free kick goal. That was quite tasty. Eck, it's not really his fault. So he had the penalty. Probably shouldn't have your goalkeeper taking penalties, but hey, he's, whatever else is like a 5 on penalty taking, you're going to send the guy with a 10. Then he blocked a penalty, and he had an own goal. And the own goal was really like, it was just the ball was in the mixer, and it clattered off of him as it went in. Like it went around several times, deflected off several players, and went in. It's not really his fault. So that game was disappointing because it was we went down to 10 in the first half, and then even though they scored both goals, but we couldn't come back into it. Just there was no way I could get us to get another goal out of the deal. So today we take on Greensboro United, who are in first. It's the start of quite the away trip for us. First, and then 7th, and then 3rd, and then 15th. So a bit of an ask. Right. So let's take a look at the signings. So that was one of the questions I asked you last time. Would we have new signings? And it was after the transfer window that the contracts actually went through, but because they're free signings and key, they're under 21. They don't have to be registered because we would have missed the registration deadline. But both of these players are 20. So you can see Ben Brewster went to FC Frederick, who are in USL 1. Yes, and has a 30% sell-on fee. So if he gets sold on, we will deduct that from our 15 million as well. So that's, is it exciting that we've got 2,500 towards the 15 million? I kind of probably not. But we're chipping away. And FC Frederick is 4 leagues above us. I was surprised he didn't take. There was a San Diego team that was in MLS 2, which is like the second highest tier, but he didn't take that. So that's kind of curious. I'm just curious. What are they paying him? They're paying him $7,000 a week. We're paying him like 170 or 190, or it doesn't really matter. It wasn't $7,000. So congrats, Ben. And that means all of our players are going to do the same thing. So we brought in, apparently we have some sort of Costa Rican connection, or we did some scouting there of some variety. Fabrizio Venegas. And he is a right winger because he's got the pace and all that kind of stuff, but he can play central midfield, and he's not absolutely horrific at it. So that's a good thing for us. He's versatile, so we can play him essentially 3 different spots, really 2 spots because we're playing a 4-4-2. But he's cover for Hernandez on the right, and then he can also, he's one of our better options. I mean, it's quite sad that with his attributes, he is a 2.5-star second best midfielder that we have, even though it's all not very good, right? If you look at the attributes, even if we put him on like advanced, I mean, we'll probably play him as an advanced playmaker, but he came on a free. What's good about these guys, right, is I couldn't really scout them, and they, for some reason, didn't want to go on trial. So we did 40 per appearance, non-contract contract, which is actually really good, like versus having to pay them every week, regardless if they start. And if I have to drop them, it's not like I'm gonna have to pay out the rest of their contract. So Flavio Fonseca is a right back. He's Ben Brewster's replacement. I'm not exactly sure how he is rated as a 4-star. Maybe it's because Ben Brewster's here and our anticipation of what a right back looks like has gone down. He's got some pace and some acceleration. Everything else is quite not good. And he can play a wing back if you want him to. How is he an inverted wing back with the right foot? Not really sure about that, but we're going to play him in the fullback, probably on support, I guess. Goodness me. He's got 11 tackling, so he's got that going for him. But yeah, so that's kind of... I love living football. This is amazing. So how we line up against first place? Again, I'm thinking this is going to be just one game per episode type situations. More like, again, because I've got so many series going on, I can't do like 40-minute episodes and everything. I just don't have the time for it. So Flavio is going to play. John Moore. I mean, we're putting out our best that we can, except Adnan and Fabricio is suspended for the double yellow card, and Adnan is injured. So everybody else is essentially our best options. Charles is growing into this role. I mean, he really should, I think, know it better than he does because he knows it perfectly as a defensive midfielder, but that's just me being picky. So we got Ernesto, Charles, Stuart Rudman, who has been a 7.28 for us. Josh, who, I mean, he's got a 7.04. He had that one really good game, and then it's kind of dropped off a little bit, but he's better than Marcus, even though I am a big fan of Marcus. He's not started as much, so, hey, we're paying him. We'll have him come in. Cesar Berra is up top and the target man role. Brett Hanley, because he's on a 7.0 compared to Jimmy Hollingshead on a 6.74 in almost the same number of games, and he had that amazing free kick in the last game. I said, mate, you can stay. You can stay. And we also signed Danilo to he was on a 90 per appearance, and someone came in for him, and I wasn't sure if he was going to leave, but because we've struggled to scout and find people, I was like, here's 95. We'll pay you an actual contract. And he said, sure, and decided to stay. So we'll take it. We're gonna play the counterattacking version today. I mean, if we just nick a point, I'm happy. Like, look at that, nicking a point. If other things go our way, right, from a goal differential standpoint, it at least takes us to potentially ninth. If you get a win, I mean, we could be top of the table. That's not top of the table. Third, probably, unless they have really bad games and their goal differential gets absolutely crushed, or if we crush this team, which I don't think we're gonna do that. I have set pieces and all that kind of stuff. Not that it really matters, in my opinion. We're gonna play Josh up here in a pressing forward because he knows it, and that kind of works from a counterattacking. Like, let's win the ball back, boys. I'm hoping because of our rotation options that we're doing that we will do a better job from a physical standpoint than our opponents. We've got nothing to lose because they're not really reacting to my team talks, which is a bit concerning. I meant to show you the dynamics here. Not the best match cohesion. Okay, I don't understand what's happening there, but you know, as you do. I'm going to turn the sound on here. That's going to be good. We'll do extended highlights for one game. I think we're at like the 9 or 10 minute mark in terms of recording time, so I think that should take us about 10, 12 minutes maybe, potentially. Oh, they've rotated as well. At least we've got the first. Okay, they've got it. I was gonna say at least we had the first shot and it wasn't on target, but it was better than what they're doing. But oh, did he backheel that? That was Liverpool Everton-esque with Origi, except we actually cleared it. I'm gonna go back and look at that. Let's watch this again. I want to see if there's a back heel. It looked like... Here, we're going to slow it down. During highlights. Okay, let's go slightly slower. I feel like there's a back heel right here for... Look at that! Look at that! Who is that? Who? Come here. Redmond, the legend of the club, with the back heel clearance on the line. I mean, that's unbelievable, frankly. Let's go live. Here we go. Unbelievable. They've had 3 shots and 2 on target. I mean, that was all kind of together, right? I mean, oh, they've got some nerves, lads. Of course, we got some nerves too, but can we take advantage? Douglas punts it long, and it's not... We had 3 guys standing around there. Instead, it just goes right down the middle to Rivas, and he gets a shot on target. Good defending there, my friends. Oh, headed away. Okay, nice. Redmond gets his head to it. This kid's a legend. I love him. Jenkins. Get a foot in, lads. Steal it away. Oh, not a foul. That's not what we were asking for. It was a clearance is kind of what we're... Clearance, friends. Oh, that looked good. He got it around the wall. I thought that was going to skip in there next to the near post there. We are going to... Their left back is more knackered, so we are going to focus play down the right, because that's where we've got our better striker and our better right winger. So how they just did two team shouts, and it focused them both times. That seems a bit unfair. I've never gotten that to work in Football Manager. It's usually like every 15 minutes you can get away with a shout. I'm going to demand more for the corner kick. They are battering us. I mean, it's possessions even. It's just they're getting lots of shots off, and we're doing diddly squat. Danilo heads it away, and then our guy just stands there. It's excellent. Deflects, comes through. He's offside. Thank you. Oh, pressured by the feedback. See, this is what happens. I don't understand. Long throw. We set up long throws, or not just long throws. I do have it shorter on the left side. I like to mix it up. Long throws on the right and shorter on the left, or something like that. Okay, Redmond plays it into Hanley. Oh, he gets done in there. He should have taken. It took too much time. Okay, one-on-one. He's got runners, but he plays it off. Now they've got more runners, and we are not really getting back in position. And when you have your team, I just want to triple check here. Just lower defensive line, lads. Anybody want to try a lower defensive line instead of, oh, there he goes right past us. Ah, right. So we're not gonna watch that. I mean, should I not have brought you back against first place? If we get a win or a draw, it's a massive result. It's just, is it likely when you're in 12th? We punted up to nobody. Excellent stuff, that. Now he picks it up. You're already time wasting, really? You're just going to park on a 1-0 lead? Is that? I'm just happy we were able to sign 2 players. I honestly didn't realize that they were under 21. If that would have been hilarious if I'd signed players that we couldn't play until the January transfer window when we could have registered them. But, you know, it worked. Worked out for the best. Okay, that was fine. Long shot. We'll take it. They've had 10 shots, 4 of them long shots. It's just the, 1.5 chances they've created versus the absolutely nothing from us. Redmond. Okay, Hanley. What's he got in his locker? Drives forward, plays it to Barr, the target man, who dances on it. Baddour takes a touch and then just gently passes it back to the keeper. It was very generous of him. Maybe they're going for beers after the game. Who knows? They got a yellow on the left back. That's exciting for the second half. Redmond drills it into the wall. Danilo chases it down. He turned. Nothing happened, apparently. Roy, the ratings aren't looking very tasty. I'm really disappointed that we lost that midfielder winger. That's would have been nice to have for this game, to be honest with you. We can't really do much but sympathize with the boys after that. Show me something else. I disagree, sir. Disagree. No, you'll notice we put Matt Hughes in. I'm letting Jeremy Eck lick his wounds after that game with the missed penalty, the missed penalty. He blocked the penalty and the own goal. Just not his day. Just not his day. Skinker. I thought that said Stinker, which would be an amazing last name. Come on, boys. Down the right. Here we go. Danilo to Hernandez. He's in space. Lots of people offside. Plays it. That's going to be an offside goal. Nope. Doesn't go in. Doesn't matter. But did that say on target? Or did we already have it on target? Maybe that was our first off-target shot. Oh, boy. And ball physics sends that to the burger van. Who do we bring on? Do we bring on Marcus? Is Marcus going to rescue us? Aranburu chases it down. He's got 2 of our players chasing him because that's good defending. I want to leave Badur on if we can. Hanley's played okay. Not really. There he goes. I say that, and yeah, he's played okay. And then he drops off. So what we'll do, because Badur is a pretty good player overall, right? If you just look at the ratings, he's more of a, he's an attacking winger, right? But like, we want to keep giving him game time. So we're going to put him back at left wing, even though it could play up here. And they'll bring on Marcus, who is crying in the corner. Look at the morale. My goodness. That's what you want to do. That's definitely an excellent substitution by yours truly. We're going to take we're going to leave that on, I think. And then we're going to close this guy down. I should have done that earlier when I saw he was exhausted. And now he's on a yellow. And their left winger is looking quite knackered as well. So can this be how we break through? What do you think? Marcus, stop crying. Get a tissue. You're up. Good luck, son. We might have to go attacking. They've had 20 shots, 10 on target. We are getting battered. I mean, I'm expecting a better rating than a 6.9. I'm just saying. Okay, we are... Go for it. Connect bar. Morgan is looking a little nervous. We're going to bring in Sam Acuna just to give him some game time. Yeah, I really don't have any other options now, do I? Here we go. Come on, boys. We're gonna do one. Of course, he comes in. He's anxious because morale was through the floor already. Demand more. I just want to see if we can catch him on the break. It's 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2. If we're deeper, punt it up there, play attacking, go down that right wing against the yellow card, close him down, get an equalizer. Nobody there. Where was that quarter going? Okay, Josh. Out to Barra, who's our target man, and is a little out of position. Jenkins, the left back, gets rid of it. That's better than giving up possession there because he's way out of position. Turns, gets it to Barra, who is hanging out on the wing. Are they switching? Is Badur going to drive inside because he can play forward? Okay, back to the ball-winning midfielder, whose first name I can't remember, and I don't want to try pronouncing his last name. Back to Hughes. That's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Sports Interactive, if we could have a word. Would this happen? Would he take a touch and then run away from it? Would he run away from it? Is it an animation problem? Would he actually run away from the ball after touching it? Or would he have stumbled? Maybe it's I want to give Sports Interactive the benefit of the doubt. Even if it was a heavier first touch, I'd be okay with that. But to do the first touch and then to run away from it, I don't think, even with really bad attributes, that would happen. Do we feel a rant coming on? I'm going to take my glasses off so I can't watch this corner because I can't see anything. That was apparently lovely. Okay, if we're going to go down another goal, let's take off some of our good players and bring on some of our not great players to just give them some game time. Sure, you can play box-to-box midfielder. Have a day. Have a day, would ya? The 5 subs thing is a challenge. I mean, we weren't supposed to win this game. I'm not upset that we didn't win this game. I'm upset that it was 1-0 and that our goalkeeper touched the ball and ran away from it to give up the second goal. That's not how you want to lose, right? Or play or give up a goal or anything like that. That's not how you want that to happen. So, yeah. If you're still here and you haven't clicked on, you're like, oh, they're not going to win that game. Yep, there's the third one. Then I appreciate you. We have been absolutely battered. 2.5 chances. I mean, to be absolutely fair, we did create 2 half chances before, or part of, when it was 2-0. So it could have theoretically been 2-2 at that point. It just wasn't. Oh, not another highlight. Come on, Yazzle, Yazzie or Yazzle. Either way, sounds amazing. Here comes Marcus. What's he got? Can he pick up another assist? Or can he pick up an assist? I don't think he has one. Okay, his heavy touch. He didn't run. You see, he's a center back. He doesn't run away from the ball when he has a heavy touch. Antonio Brown, gave up football and has decided to play for the Greensboro United. Punted long. Good job, goalkeeper. Not running away from that ball. I'm going to use that for the next 7 episodes. Here we go. Hernandez. Touch. Okay. Hey, we're only down 2 goals, guys. You know, let's just pass it around. Take your time. Enjoy. Have a good one. Marcus. Back to Brown, who's like, I've not seen the pitch many times. Camera did a weird thing there. I thought we were going to get a goal to help out the goal differential. So we dropped to 13th. That's only 1 place. You know, it could be better. And thank you for that, Match Engine, for that very long highlight full of nothing. Love Football Manager. I'm just going to say, we weren't supposed to win that game. You could argue they weren't that far ahead of us. Like, they were only 5 points clear of our position. But it's an away game. We didn't have our full best team. Is what it is, my friends. Okay. The Rochester Lancers in 17th and us in 13th were going to get TV revenue for $8,000. Why? We'll bring you back to play probably Fort Collins. I'm not just trying to like ride all the way through the season, but there's no point in going like game. Look at all the games. Like, this is insane. I can't show you every game. So if we're coming up against teams that are in pretty good positions, maybe we play like a 10th. It could be Miami or Fort Collins, depending on where they're at. Because those are big games, right? If we could take on the best and then continue to build our roster, that's going to be important. So let's just take a look here. We get 11th now, 4th, tough. So 2 of these games potentially draw or winnable, although they are away from home. Boulder's going to be tough. And then Wilmington Hammerheads in 9th at home. City of Angels in 12th at home. Okay, Fort Collins, that's a tough one away. And then Miami United in 10th. So we got a bit of a run of games. I'm a little worried about morale and dynamics and all that jazz. Managerial support's dropping. It's just not been the best run of form. But, I mean, when you look at the roster, it's like, of course it's not. Our best player is out injured. And we had our second best player, you know, needing to take a break because he got yellow card accumulation because the ref got a little card happy. All right, my friends, if you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Where will we be in the table the next time you see us based on those run of games? I'm not going to go back over it again. Will we be the same in 13th? Will we be above or below? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you then.